Hello, welcome to Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures. I am in my garage. I was supposed to be doing this video out in the woods today, but unfortunately there's a bit of a blizzard going on outside. It's been going on and off all throughout the morning. So this video is in regards to my new Trangia spirit burner. I just picked this up yesterday after a lot of debate because of the fact that I've had a lot of bad luck with these kinds of stoves in the past. So this one in particular, this is the Trangia Spirit Burner alcohol stove. I've heard a lot of good things about it in the past, so I thought it was time to give it a shot. So I didn't realize until after I got home that I actually don't have a stand for it. So I'm going to use my Bushbox pocket stove here as a stand and give this a shot. So stick that right into there. There we go. I don't want to spill the alcohol. The alcohol here I'm using is, this is the alcohol that they had at the store that they're selling. They said that this one here works really nicely. And it says right on the bottle, clean burning, hot flame for all stoves and instant heat. So, and it's marine alcohol. That's the thing I don't like about a lot of these alcohol videos, is that they tell you it's denatured alcohol, but they don't really show you what the bottle actually looks like. So I'm showing you guys this bottle here, what this one looks like. I'm gonna make up a nice cup of coffee this morning. So I got the lid here, and also the little dampener right here. So this can control how much flame comes out and whatnot, but I'm not gonna use it this time around. I filled it up about maybe a quarter of the way. I got a ferro rod here. I've heard that ferro rods work quite well for igniting this thing up, so I'm gonna give that a shot. I got my Mora knife here, I got my ferro rod sitting in my pocket here, and I'm gonna make up some coffee, or try to anyway. Let's give this a shot. Oh, there you go. Right out the get-go. I spilt a little bit on the outside of it, so I'm hoping it doesn't cause too much of a problem. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in one of my previous videos, but years ago I had a Vargo alcohol burning stove. Oh, look, you can see right out through the little holes, all the flames are coming out through the little holes. That's good. Sorry, what I was saying is that years ago I had a Vargo titanium alcohol stove. It was a very small, pocket-sized, lightweight thing. And I had one blow up on me. I don't know how, I don't know why. I'm guessing, my best guess would be either I used too much fuel, or not enough fuel maybe it was just the wrong fuel in general, or possibly it was just that 1 in a million that was defective. I really don't know, but I stepped away from it for a moment, just like I was only about maybe 10 feet away from it, just to toss the garbage in the bin, and suddenly pop and just blew on me. So luckily it didn't make too much of a mess, but like I said, I really don't know what happened. So I kind of threw off the trust with alcohol stoves for me for such a long time. And then 2 or 3 years ago I got my MSR pocket rocket stove, and I was using that for a long time, and kind of rebuild the trust right there for me. Look at that, that's nice. So the MSR pocket rocket stove sort of rebuilt the trust for me, so I figured now it was time to give this one here a try. This stove in particular here is very lightweight, very small. It fits inside of my GSI pot that I'm using currently. And you know, I figure I'd just, you know, try to rebuild that faith a little bit, like give it a shot. And so far, from the looks of it, looks like he's doing well. So I'm still a little weary of it, but you know, it's something you just gotta take a small. I put a very small amount of fuel, and it's barely a quarter full. The instructions that I read said the maximum amount you fill it is roughly 2/3 the height of the stove itself. So you put about 2/3 of it. I've decided I'm probably going to put just only half of it maximum, just for now, and just until I get a little more used to the stove here. So I thought I'd start small by making a cup of coffee and give it a shot, see what happens. Just gotta rebuild the trust. That's what it is. Rebuild the trust. Rebuild the trust. So anyways, I thought I'd also show you one of my favorite hiking, camping, and coffee that I use, which is the Nescafe Sweet and Creamy. These are like a 3-in-1, so it's coffee, cream, and sugar all in one. You know, it's pretty straightforward, very simple. You just boil up some water here, then you pour this in, stir it up, and your coffee's ready to go. This is like, I don't like coffee very much at all. I really don't. So like the only times I ever really drink coffee is when I'm out hiking and camping, or just simply when I really, really, really need it. So this morning I really need it. So Nescafe is like I said, I can't stand the taste of coffee. So, and this is one of the few coffee ones out there that I can actually stand it. I can actually tolerate it. So those are the ones I drink. There's also these ones here that are, the packaging on them are yellow and it says Nescafe French Vanilla. I like those ones too. Those are like among the very few that I can tolerate. If I'm just drinking regular coffee, I would need to load that thing up with cream and sugar to be able to tolerate it. So, excuse me. Anyways, lately I haven't really been shooting very many videos as of lately because of, unfortunately, I got a really massive infection in my eye, and unfortunately, yeah, I know I don't like the fact that I'm mentioning it, but you know, I suffered a really nasty infection in my eye, so all my videos just came to a halt. I had so many ideas of videos I wanted to shoot over the Christmas holidays, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to do any of them. I also had to cancel a lot of campouts that I was going to be going on. So, you know, when I shot my last video, which was about my new backpack, I was practically half blind at the time. But hey, you know, it turned out okay. It's a lot better now than it was. I'm not going to show it to you because I just can't stand seeing people showing off stuff like that to you, so I'm not going to do it to you. Anyways, so this is just this little stuff that I have here with me, you know. My clean canteen water bottle. I got my knife for the, just for the sake of the ferro rod usage, and there's my multi-tool. Just in case I need to put the dampener on it, I don't want to burn my fingers, I just snip that up and just stop it on top. So when the water is boiled and if there's still enough fuel left in there, basically to turn this thing off is basically you gotta take the dampener and just slip it right on top, and that's what you gotta do. That's it, and the flame will apparently just shut out completely, and then after that you gotta let it cool down to the point of where later on you can put the cap on. There's a ring, at least you can see the black O-ring in there that seals it, so that way you can actually keep fuel inside the stove when you're not using it. So instead of having to bring the stove and then bring this bottle or any other container to keep fuel in, I can actually just fill this up with fuel and just put the cap on top, seal it, and be done with it. And don't even have to worry about it leaking or anything. But from a lot of people I've heard in the past saying that even if you do that and this does seal, it's still a really good idea to put it inside of a Ziploc bag just as extra added precaution, and that's something that I will be doing. So, like I said, this is just my first time using it, and this is going to be the, gonna see how this works out. Hopefully it does work out for me, and I'm hopefully going to be using it more and more in the future. It looks really nice. I love the color, how the blue and the flame and stuff. I just love that. I don't know why. It's just really nice to look at. I love this stove, my Bushbox pocket stove. Now I can actually use it more often too, now that I'm actually really thinking about it. Ugh, the light's coming in. So I usually just use the stove for making twig fires, but now that this burner fits inside of here, and so far it seems to be working, I can probably use this stove far more often now, which is a really good thing too. So anyways, this is Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures, and I'll see you around.